Hey guys, it's the Mad Matster here. I'm doing another video, my first one in quite a while. And, well, I did that video a couple weeks ago where I was chewing out that dude that I met from this forum as far as a wingman group or whatever the fuck. But anyways, that was a ridiculous experience. Realized, some of my friends are actually probably pretty good with the ladies without having to be part of that bullshit. So it's like, well, do I want to learn from them? I'm talking about multiple friends. Do I want to learn from them or these douchebags or assholes like that? So either way, it was a fucking terrible experience, but I've learned a little bit from it. So taking that to heart and it's lighting a fire under my ass about things in general. So what is this video going to be about? Well, it's about aging and people's perceptions of what you're supposed to do at a certain age and all that. And I really got thinking about that because just some comments by people over the years and comments by, whoever about various things like that. So the first thing that I express that people... You gotta excuse me, I'm pretty fucking sick. I think I have a fever and shit, but I'm gonna do this video anyways. I don't give a fuck. So, the first thing that sometimes I tell people is that I want children eventually, but not until like I'm in my 40s or whatever. So, when people some people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. A lot of people are older and they, blah, 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 blah. You're a man, blah, 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 blah. And then other people are like, oh my God! You're going to be an old father! You're going to be going to graduation in a wheelchair out of their high school! Blah, 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 blah. So, okay. That's your fucking perception of an older father. I don't know where the fuck you got that from, but, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll be in even better shape than I am, even better shape than now by the time I'm 60, whatever, or whatever the fuck. So, I really hate that shit, by the way. So, people are, always, someone told me, well, by your age, you're supposed to have this and this together, blah, 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 blah. This is what someone told me a couple weeks back. And I'm just like, okay, so by your perception of where a person is supposed to be, and this person was a fucking hypocrite, by the way. They're total hypocrites, a lot of people that say this stuff. So you're supposed to be, I'm supposed to be in a fucking... I live in my friend's house, okay? So like a previous troll said, I live in my parents' basement. This is actually a friend's house. I live in the attic room of my friend's house, and I rent it out for hundreds of dollars a month. I used to have an apartment with, I've had roommates and stuff, and I still do. But that's what I do. So... But people's perception of, at my age, I'm supposed to be, married with children and all this shit and, all this stuff and fucking, I'm going to make 41 grand a year at my job. So I got, in these people's minds, maybe I'm supposed to make 50 or 60 by now. By now? You're supposed to fucking die by now! How about that? I'll fucking punch you in the face! Fuck you! Okay, now that I got that rage, my little fit of rage there. I don't know. I don't like people saying that shit. So, another instance that someone said to me a few years back, and it was a certain extended family member. I'll just say that. It was like, I think I mentioned this in a previous video. If I go back to college now, I'll be competing with younger people in the job market, and I shouldn't do it. It's like all this anxiety that they have, they're projecting on me. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, okay, so encourage me and discourage me from improving myself. I did go back to school and I did get a degree. But it was just like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you? Why do you have to say this negative shit about me? What did I do? It's like, what the fuck? Anyways, that person also said is kind of a bitch, so I'm just putting that out there. I don't know who's going to watch this, if any family member is going to watch this video, guess who I'm talking about. I think my sister knows who the fuck I'm talking about. It's not her, by the way. So, there's a lot of stuff like this, I hear this stuff from people like, generation, you shouldn't date this generation, you're too old, you're age appropriate. It's like, okay, well, most of the women I've dated in my life are millennials, okay? So I'm not going to date women that are, you know, in the older Generation X category just because, or older than me, just because they happen to be more age appropriate. I'm going to date whoever the fuck I want. And I've been running into these women that are like, online sometimes, that are like, they put their age range. They've told, I had a date with this girl a couple years back, and I'm not going to go into why this whole thing kind of, it actually went pretty well for a little bit, but she's like, oh yeah, I like 50-year-olds. I'm like, holy shit. You know, I mean, there are women out there that'll date much older men. It wasn't, and I would, you know, I'm not rich by any means, and the guy that she was talking about wasn't rich. But anyways, that's on another whole other fucking tangent. But I'm gonna date whoever the fuck I want. If I like women that are 5 to 10 years younger than me, or even maybe a little bit more now that I'm getting up there, you know, so what? Who are you to judge? You know, I mean, if someone is legally of age, especially of drinking age, you know, that's, I mean, who the fuck are people to judge? Like, oh, they're all the problems, or you shouldn't do that. It's creepy. It's called my fucking attraction. It's called attraction. If I'm attracted to someone, I'm attracted to them. You know, I'm not saying, I'm not attracted to people that are underage, but sometimes I'm attracted to a little bit of younger women. And is that bad? You know, or some feminists might say it's predatory if I date someone more than half whatever plus 7 years my age or whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. It's just a bunch of fucking bullshit. I hate it, and that's why I'm doing it. Part of the reason why I'm doing this video. So what's another thing that I do not like? You know, actually, by the way, you know, a lot of the people I admire have these weird age gaps in relationships. Like fucking King Diamond's wife is like 25 years younger than him. And I don't think he's super rich, by the way. He's not. I mean, the music business, believe it or not, behind the veil, people aren't fucking super rich in the music business, especially on his level. He's probably more middle class. So you're going to say, oh, it's all about the money. She's a gold digger. Even though they've been together 10 years, she's a gold digger. She's waiting for him to die any moment. Fucking, you know, YouTube or Yahoo articles about these age differences in dating. When the actress is like fucking, you know, more, actually, sometimes they're even richer than the actor that's much older, or the musician or whatever. It's fucking so stupid. These people that think this shit. It's just like, what the fuck? What is wrong with people? Okay, so, you know, they just, you know, I mean, these ivory tower show dimwit fucking people that talk about Generation X, Generation fuck you, XYZ, ABC, fuck, lick my pee, you know. They could eat my dingleberries, you know. I'm going to go to a Mexican restaurant and fucking, you know, take some X-Lax and fucking, they could chew off my dingleberries and fuck off. People that say all this stuff about age. So, there's certain people in the past also that have said things about, like, wearing band shirts after a certain age, and you shouldn't dye your hair green if you're past 30. Shouldn't do this. Why? Give me a fucking reason. I mean, okay, so why should we support fucking predatory capitalism in other countries and drone strikes? Your fucking tax dollars go to that. How mature is that shit? How mature is that is war? How fucking mature is that? Are you fucking worried about someone having fucking green hair at 35 and your fucking tax dollars, your fucking conformist corporate bullshit? You fucking worry about that shit? Fuck off and die. I don't give a fuck about this age shit. And this fucking generation shit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, the younger millennials are kind of fucking narcissistic, especially, you know, below 25. Especially ones that haven't, you know, they've been on the internet and texting for so long, they're losing their emotional intelligence or whatever, Daniel Goleman or whatever the fuck. But people that just want to put people in boxes so you can fucking control society, they can fuck off, okay? That's all I gotta say. That's the end of this video.